So when we talk fifth wheel toy haulers, folks, we talk about some big rigs. And that's exactly what we have here with the Keystone Fuzion 428. Now, you're going to need a 1-ton pickup for this bad boy, but trust me, you are going to love it. It's 100% worth it, folks. So many amazing features on this Fuzion. I mean, starting right up front here with the Rotaflex Kingpin, that'll help prevent some of your bucking and chucking when you're starting and stopping your RV. Some storage right up front. Open this up, 5,500 watt generator, so you can power everything inside, including 3 ACs. That's right, this one uses the Omni Chill system, which allows you to run all 3 ACs at the same time, which is something that very, very few manufacturers can actually pull off. You also have two 30-pound propane tanks right up front. Coming around to this side, you'll see your front garage storage here. That in-command system, we'll take a little bit of a more in-depth look at that when we get inside, but that basically allows you to control all your slides, lights, power awnings, everything from one single touch point. Several entrances into the 428, folks. We're looking at 3. You will have an entrance here, entrance into the garage, and an entrance into the party deck we'll see in just a moment. The door itself has your thin shade in there, so it has a nice big window to allow a lot of light to come in. You can close that down if you want. Window up top, frameless windows, by the way, all the way throughout here, which is fantastic. It looks great, helps protect the seals because they're tucked behind the glass, and you can have them open while it's raining. Speaking of rain and covering up a little bit of sun, look at that power awning. You have the LED light strip on the barrel of that awning, so it's coming down on your campsite, which is great. And one of the things I love about the 428, folks, is this right here. This is something that's pretty tough to find on a toy hauler, to be quite honest, and that is an outside kitchen. Now, outside TV, yeah, it's pretty common, right? But not very often do you get an outside kitchen, and I think they nailed it. Because this right here, well, it's not on there, but this is a griddle. And I love having the griddle versus a cooktop because I just don't use a cooktop a ton outside, right? I'll use a grill, I'll use a griddle. This right here, that griddle, you can, cook lunch, breakfast, dinner, throw up some eggs, some pancakes, a little bit of bacon. You'll be making everyone in the campsite jealous. Electrical outlet case to plug anything else in, what I like to call the beer fridge. I mean, obviously you can put whatever else you want in there, but if it's mine, I know what I'm tossing in there. And of course, as I mentioned, the TV, so everyone can sit right around here, hang out, watch TV. Now, I want to drop down real quick and just point something out, and that is the auto level. Touch a button, folks. You have auto level on this one, levels itself out, making life super simple. Your spare is located under there, and you will notice, again, this is a big fifth wheel, folks, so we have a triple axle, as you would expect, and the great thing about that is it gives you more carrying capacity as well, so you have the space for all those toys. A couple speakers outside if you want to listen to some music. Garage entrance will be located here. Take a look at this. I love this one too. You get a big storage space right here in the back, which is pretty great, right? So, if you have some of those extra items, boom, there you go. Which, as we saw up front, it's not necessarily the largest storage up front there, but that's okay because you have the huge storage, or the big storage right back here, plus a huge storage in your 13-foot garage. Now, I talked about the third entrance, and that's this one right here. You have the grab handle, making it nice and easy to come up. And when I do come up here, you can see, of course, this one has the party deck. And folks, if you haven't lived the deck life, I'm telling you, you need to get out there and enjoy it. I love this. One of the cool things about this one, too, on the Fuzion, you can see right up top, this one has a power awning, right? The Thule awning. So you touch a button, they have the awning come out, so you have the coverage sitting right here in some chairs, relaxing underneath this beautiful Arizona sun. And with that awning out, you'll be nice and comfy. You'll also see this one has the doors. I really like the doors over some of the other systems they have out there just because they're smooth, they're easy to use. You don't have to worry about a zipper. You slide it open, you close it, you're good to go. You step into the gorgeous garage, and folks, it just keeps on coming. I mean, you have so many amazing features. Rollover sofas, normally will, of course, go right there. Those will drop down. Up above is where the bed space is, so you have plenty of sleeping in here. Essentially, you will have 2 large beds. You have windows on both sides for great cross ventilation. You can have, again, you can have people actually be back here. That's the great thing about it. So many people, when it comes to toy haulers, think, well, I don't have toys. But as we talked about when we were in the Rogue, in the Vengeance there, or the Rogue Armored, folks, is that you don't necessarily have to have toys to utilize a toy hauler. This is a beautiful RV. You'll see that when we go inside. I mean, wonderful high-end amenities. You have 3 ACs. You have a ton of storage here. You get the extra square footage outside. And, we talk about storage, not wasting any space. Take a look at this, right? Open this up, drop it down. You have some nets right there. You know, I mean, again, they do a really good job of just utilizing space. You'll also see that you have your ladder tucked away up here. That's one of those things that a lot of times, you know, with a lot of toy haulers, you don't have a space to put it. Up here you do. So that does make it a lot easier, you know, to be able to access your high areas. Making our way into the half bath. I mean, as you would expect, folks, we're talking, you know, porcelain bowl, right? Easy to clean. You have your sink right over to the side, actual mirrored medicine cabinet. You have your hand towel ring, and up top is a big, powerful fan. So that way, you know, it can, well, you know what this is for. Taking a look down below, very unique D-ring systems that they use in the Fuzion. Most of them have actual rings. You can see here, it's a little bit more customizable because you have so many different points you can tie down to. And I like that because, again, it's going to be more customized to whatever you have back here. You'll also see the glass door, which gives you a great shot inside. And come on in, folks, I'm telling you, this, right? You think toy hauler? Again, you write it off, you would be writing off all of this. And why would you possibly do that? There is so much space in here. Dual opposing slides in this living area give you a huge living space. And they were also able to help accomplish that by the way the kitchen is set up. It's very unique, but I like it, right? I think it is still very functional. While it is out of the box, you have prep space here. You have prep space over there. Beautiful, solid surface countertops. Electrical outlets on both. If you need a coffee maker on one or you need to plug in an electric griddle inside, you can do that. Big undermount stainless steel sink with a high-rise pull-out faucet. Gorgeous cabinetry. You can see that you have storage all around here. And Kevin, take a look up there for the people. That's right, you have a loft as well. And if you see, that is your second of 3 ACs. We have one in the garage, another one right up here. The other one we will see up front. So, and as I mentioned, folks, that is that Omni chill system, which is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Right over here is the Norcold fridge freezer combo. This is 18 cubic foot of cold storage space. I mean, this is massive. The thing that's neat about this too is it does run off both propane and electric. So you get an option of what power source you want. If you want to run it off electric, want to run it off the generator, you can. If you want to run it off propane, you can do that too. Cooktop and more prep space right over here. So again, even though it's not a traditional kitchen, it works. And pantry space, right? My man Chris has to have a spot to put his Girl Scout cookies. Man, oh man, you could have a whole troop worth of cookies right in there, folks. Take a look at all that. And I still have space for my bourbon up top. I'm telling you what, you have a light in there. Another thing I like, I always like to bring this up. You'll notice the shelves don't come all the way forward, and I think that's smart because if you want to put like a Swiffer or a vacuum or a broom in there, you have the space to do it, and it's tucked away. It's not hanging out. Again, beautiful cabinetry. I love the woodwork in here. You have your entertainment center with a multimedia center. Of course, a DVD player in there, fireplace down below, and as you would expect, that is straight across from our large, gorgeous theater seating. You have the tray tables on both sides, so if you have, to have a little beverage or you have a little snack, you can do so right there. These definitely kick up, and again, you can sit back, relax, and have a good shot right to that TV. And you also can have cross conversation because you can see you have that midship sofa there as well. So we can be, sitting here talking, hanging out, having a good convo. If you need a little bit of additional sleeping space, this is a trifold, so this folds out into some additional sleeping space right there so that, again, you have more room for your guests. But bear in mind, I mean, you have the loft up top for one. You have 2 beds in the back. You can have 4. You could probably have another 2, right up here. So you're looking at 7 people, plus, up front, you have your bed for 9. And this can sleep a lot of people in here. You will have the roller shades as you would expect. One of the things I always like to point out when we talk about toy haulers, folks, is take a look at the slide height, right? And what does a slide height do for you besides obviously make sure you're not going to hit your head? It allows for larger windows in the slide box. And that's one of the things toy haulers, really just take advantage of that most other brands and other, fifth wheels can't do, is have these huge slides with these huge windows. All these open, so again, you get great cross ventilation in here too. Let's head up front real quick. I do just want to make sure we hit the bathroom and bedroom. Kev, if you want to point in there, I'll swing right around here. So we can take a look. You have a nice big shower, one-piece residential style shower, folks. And what do I mean by one piece? Well, you don't have any seams right here, nor do you have any seams toward the base, and so that way you have less chance for leaks. 6 foot tall, I could be 6'3" and still stand in here without having to duck down. The hand wand is on a bar, so you can set that to the appropriate height. Porcelain bowl here in the main bath, you know, sink top, medicine cabinet, everything you would expect. Then we come into the bedroom. Another TV right here. That's right, 4 TVs come standard in this one, folks. You have one in the bedroom, one in the main living area, one in the garage, and one outside. So you can't tell me that, you know, there's not a TV for you to watch. Open this guy up. You can see right over here, wardrobe space. Also, speaking of the TVs, this one does utilize the Key TV, which is super simple and easy to hook up. You plug cable in, and all 4 of those TVs will have cable. It's probably one of the easiest in the industry to hook up. So we can see that there. This one, of course, swings open just like so, and just as you would expect, right there is washer dryer prep. Now, why do I love that? Because most of the time, in a lot of these fifth wheel toy haulers, your washer and dryer prep is going to be back in the garage. And for me, right, that's not where I want it. It's tough to get there. I really don't have a good spot to fold my clothes. You know, a lot of times it's going to be an area of congregation where people are hanging out between this main living space and back in the garage. And so I don't want it there. I want it up front just like it is. And as you can see from this angle, folks, this Fuzion is big. It is beautiful. It has all the space and amenities you need. And the best part about it, folks, is this one can be yours. All you have to do is text that word RV to 46642. Now, if this one's a little bit out of the budget, and I completely understand, right? We had the Rogue Armored. Maybe that one's a little bit closer. Maybe you're looking for something even a little bit less. Folks, the great thing about being Camping World is that we have over 20,000 pieces on the lot, over 80,000 factory fresh coming from the manufacturer, and I promise you one of those are going to fit your budget, your lifestyle, and your needs. And all you need to do to take advantage of that is text that word fresh to 46642 or drop fresh in the comment section below. Folks, there is so much more coming. Thanks for joining me on the Ultimate RV Show National Tour.